What you're saying, people, back with a bang. This is the Money Mindset. So as you guys may know, what separates regular people from living a regular normal life and becoming wealthy is the number of assets they have. So in today's video, I'm going to give you guys 4 different assets which will make you rich. The reason being, like I said, rich people have assets. They have a lot of assets. Poor people, broke people, they usually have a lot more liabilities. The difference between you becoming rich and staying where you are is the number of assets you have. So before we get into that, I want to make sure you guys are liking these videos, you guys are subscribing to this channel, you guys are commenting on these videos, and you guys are sharing with your friends. The reason being, we not only want you to understand more about assets, making money, creating wealth, becoming financially free. We want other people to also receive those blessings. So we're not going to be greedy, we're not going to keep it all to ourselves, we're going to share those blessings with other people, we're going to share these with our friends. So let's get onto the topic of today's video. 4 assets that will make you rich. The first, business. Businesses are what will make you rich. Businesses are an asset which will bring in cash flow each month, which will ensure that you get paid when you sleep, when you eat, when you're out walking. You can get paid anytime you want. Businesses are important. And we all know businesses. If you don't know what businesses are, think about Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft. Those are all businesses. Now, I'm not saying you need to start a business tomorrow and become one of those within the next 6 months. But what I am saying is, you can start something small, you can build it up, and eventually you can become, maybe half of what they are today. As you guys know, I have my own smartwatch company. That is a business. Time Gear Watches, go check it out. The reason I'm saying this is because that will make you understand that not all of you have to have a crazy business. Like I said, you guys can have a simple business like a smartwatch company, like a sunglasses company, like a wallet company, like your own lemonade stand. There are so many different businesses you can build. Businesses where you might have to put in a bit of extra labor, businesses where you just set up something and passive income will flow. There are so many different businesses you can have. I really believe that everybody, no matter what the age they are, once you hit the age of 15, you should be having a business. 15, 16, 45, 30, whoever you have to have some business experience. The reason being, not because you will be successful with business, but it will teach you a lot of valuable skills. Not only that, if you find a business that eventually works for you, it's going to bring you money in for the rest of your life. Once you start learning to manage a business properly, understanding how business works, transaction works, you're going to be a very successful business person. Business is an asset that will bring in money to anybody, no matter who they are, where they are in the world. Why do I say anybody? Well, if you have access to internet, Wi-Fi, a laptop, a phone, trust me, you have the ability, you have the capability to start a business. A lot of people don't realize this. They think they have to have some kind of crazy setup. They think they have to have all the money in the world, all the cash flow in the world before they start a business. No, in today's life, in today's world, we don't even need to have money to start a business. Obviously, money would help. Money would help because it comes to, marketing, maybe ads, those kind of things. You can do more, but you don't need to have that. You have word of mouth, you have a bit of hustle, you have a smartphone and some Wi-Fi, you start your own business. Businesses are an asset that pay every single rich person. There is not a single rich person or wealthy person in this world that does not have any business. All these people not only have businesses, but they also have businesses that they have failed in. So don't get discouraged if you start a business and it fails today. Don't get discouraged if you start a business and within 6 months, you're not the latest, supreme, you're not the best business out there. That is very common because, a lot of people start businesses and they think within a year that their t-shirt will become the next supreme brand, that within a year their shoes will become the next, Converse. It doesn't work like that. Rich people have all failed in business. Rich people have succeeded in business. But you have to fail first before you succeed. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Once you've gone past those failures, once you've gone over those mistakes and you've improved on those mistakes, you'll become a very successful business person. So make sure you start a business, and trust me, that is an asset which is so valuable to you and no one can take that away from you. The second asset I want to talk about is real estate. Having rental properties which bring you in money, having apartment complexes which bring you in money, having houses which you bring in money because you flip them. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about when it comes to real estate. Today I'm not going to talk about wholesale, I'm not going to talk about contract work, I'm not going to talk about that kind of stuff. Purely the assets which will bring you money and make you rich are the ownership of rental properties, houses, complexes. I'm purely talking about owning rental properties, like I said, owning houses and properties which you flip, different kind of stuff like that. If you have a rental property, you might be bringing in $1,200 per month from that tenant. At the same time, you might have 5 different houses. Maybe all of them, you have a tenant paying $1,000. That's $5,000 extra for you each and every month. Wouldn't it be nice for once, instead of you going out and paying rent each month to someone, paying someone to be your landlord, paying for, living somewhere, that you get the money, you get the revenue. You're the one who's getting in money every month. Everybody who owns properties in real estate makes money. Now, if you have an apartment complex and you don't always have the highest occupancy rate you want, you might not bring in as much money as you want to every month. But I tell you, you have an apartment complex of 30 rooms. Each of those rooms is occupied for, most of the year. Trust me, you're bringing in money. Even if those rooms are not all occupied, if you have a 70%, 80% occupancy rate, depending on how much the apartment complex costs you, you're still bringing in a lot of money. The good thing is, once you start bringing that money, you can start, using that money in other places. You can start buying more real estate. If you fix and flip a few houses, you can start, fixing and flipping even more houses. Once you get that cash flow, once you start getting lines of credit, trust from the bank, trust me, you're going to make a lot of money in real estate. Not only will you make a lot of money in real estate, but you're able to maintain your healthy lifestyle. You'll use that money to get you more properties. You'll use that money to do so much more things. If you're looking to get into real estate, just start reading up on real estate. Start reading up, you don't have to be the biggest real estate agent in the world. You don't have to do all that kind of stuff. Start thinking about how you can get into real estate. How you can, maybe share a room with someone. Maybe do a lot of different things. Ownership of real estate is going to make you a lot of money in the long run, and you need to look into that. The third asset which will make you rich, commodities. What are commodities? Oil, gold, silver. These are commodities. I'm going to touch on oil for a second because recently crude oil prices tanked. So what does that mean? Well, that means there's opportunity. We all know that oil is so important when it comes to this world. If you don't understand how, think about oil rigs. Think about, fracking. Think about those people who take, planes every day. Think about you who drives your car every day. How do you think all of that is fueled? You can't put gas in your car. You can't put petrol in your car. You can't put, you can't fuel a plane without oil. Oil is the reason that all of these things are possible. And the reason oil tanked so recently is because all those things were not happening. People were not on the move. People were not out and about. So obviously, oil prices dipped. If you start buying commodities like oil, gold, and silver, in the long run, you're going to become rich. Especially when you hear about those people, in the Saudi Arabia, in the Middle East, that have a lot of oil. You guys know about that oil money. That is valuable money. So from this list of 4, you might not be able to purchase those kind of things right now, right away. You've got to look out for them in the future because, again, those kind of assets can definitely make you rich. The fourth and final asset which will make you rich, paper. Now you're probably wondering, what am I talking about? Paper? Am I talking about money? I'm not talking about money. Am I talking about, A4 size sheet of paper? Am I talking about that? No. Am I talking about paper you use to write on? No. Paper is stocks, bonds, mutual funds. We all have opportunities to purchase stocks. We all have opportunities to purchase mutual funds and bonds. How do you do this? Well, if you have a couple $100 to your name, you can do it. You can look at different brokers. You can look at Webull, Robinhood. You can look at E-Trade. Trust me, you don't need a lot of money. You need to maybe do a little bit of research. Maybe you need to find out your own information instead of listening to what everyone else is saying. But you can purchase a little bit of shares in a company. You can purchase a few stocks. And of course, this will bring you money in the long run. If you're just starting out, if you're new to the game, if you're a beginner, an amateur, start looking at mutual funds. There are different trading mutual funds which are diversified, which can bring you in, 10 to 12% each and every year. This is much better than just leaving your money in a bank to sit there. Savings are good, but making money and investing money and making money grow is better. If you can go out and purchase stocks which will grow each and every year, you go and purchase bonds which will bring you back in more money. Why not do it? Rich people invest in stocks because it brings them back money. They don't have to do anything. You don't have to be Warren Buffett. You don't have to be the biggest investor in the world. You don't have to be, the most powerful man in the world. But you can invest in stocks. Start small. Start putting in each and every month just $100 into stocks, into mutual funds, into stuff like that. Eventually, you'll become rich. If you do this on a consistent basis and you stay getting returns on those stocks, you'll become extremely rich. You need to start investing in stocks as early as possible, and of course, understand what you're investing in. I want everyone to invest in stocks. I want everyone to learn about, how to get started in the stock market. I want everyone to understand they can purchase mutual funds and bonds. But at the same time, you need to do your research and be careful what you're investing in. Don't go and put a load of money into penny stocks and hope that you become the next big thing, because that's not going to work for you. You might get lucky at first, but over the long run, it's not going to keep you rich. You want to become rich, you want to stay rich, buy stocks, buy real estate, buy businesses, own businesses, buy commodities. And of course, once you become rich from these, you can also stay rich. Those can help you stay rich. They bring in cash flow. They continue to help you stay wealthy, become richer, and pass that wealth on to other generations. So I hope you guys enjoyed those 4 different ways to become rich, those 4 different assets. Everybody needs at least one of them. If you can have all 4 of them, even better. There are different assets there. You can see and test out which ones work for you. And of course, let me know in the comments, if you want to try and get invested in some. If you've already started investing some, I'll be interested to hear. As always, I thank you guys for watching the video. You guys liking, subscribing, sharing, all the stuff I talked about earlier. But thank you guys for watching. As always, I've been in money management and I've got money to making. You got money to making. See you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.